Hello everyone, this is JP Garfield from BSOA and today we're going to answer a problem in a Microsoft Excel format. Let's go. Quiz number 1. What is the 20% grade equivalent of the quiz shows above? So here are our data. So we are going to solve first John quiz equivalent and John quiz average is 90, which is located in E7, multiply to the 20% which is located in F5, then press enter, and that is 18. Since that we are only working with few data in our table, so I prefer choosing this manual or somehow this kind of process in getting the equivalent quiz of 20% of each students. But then we have another way to get all the entire equivalent in just one click. This way of solving problems can be considered as idealistic to a beginner. A beginner will be able to see all the information or the position of the information in the table that they needed to get the answers with. As we continue with solving this, we have here the last two for the quiz equivalent, which is under Adrian and Princess. For Adrian, that is a total of 17.5%, and Princess is the same, since that their quiz average is the same as 87.5. So this is now the 20% quiz equivalent of each students. So right now, let's proceed to the second quiz. What is the 40% grade equivalent of the exam of this data above? So what we are going to do, we're going to repeat the same process as what we did with the first quiz. However, the only difference is that the position of each data in our table will be different now. In order to solve the problem. Just like for example here in 95% exam, you will get first the equal sign, and then the H10 where the 95 is located, multiplied by 40% in I5, and that will give you 38. So that will be the same process that you are going to do in order to get the entire 40% of the equivalent exam of each students. And please remember also that in this kind of process, we can do it also in one click or by dragging the information, and then you can have all the answers that you wanted under exam equivalent for 40%. But once again, we're just doing it in order for me to show you the process on how to get the exam equivalent of 40% by clicking each data in our table and multiply by 40%. Here is now the 40% equivalent exam of each student. So let's proceed with the last quiz. What is the final grade shown? In this case, in order for us to get the final grade, what we are going to do, we are going to plus this following information: 20% for quiz equivalent, then attendance 10%, 40% exam equivalent, and 30% for project equivalent. Then click, and that will go the same process in order to get the final grades of each students. Alright, so here is now the complete uh, final grades of each students. Working in Microsoft Excel using your Android phones could be interesting. So this time let's try to work with VLOOKUP. So let's put their first student name, and then we are going to put also student score under student name. This time we are going to create our VLOOKUP now. Please remember to put equal sign, VLOOKUP, then remember the first information required there, lookup value. So let's click that on the F19 near above. And the next one will be our table array. In our table array, we will have to copy all the information above in our worksheet. Please remember that every information or data should be separated by comma, and let's try to put number 11. 11 will be our final grades in our table. So you should start counting 1 from letter B, and also you can put either or select put either true or false. It shows NA, since that we haven't entered any information yet. So let's put John there and see. John and student score provide us 90. As we check above, that is the same under John, and that is for final grades 90. And if we try to enter another name, so let us put Adrian. And Adrian, it will give you 87%. As you check in our table, that is the same score or final score, 87. Alright, so this time let's work with a pivot thing. In working with a pivot, so the first thing that you will have to do is to copy the above information there where I tried to copy, then go to data. Under data, make sure to turn on the filter, and after you turn the filter, you can see that filter thing, and you will have to select a DD code over here. So I prefer to select those numbers, and after that, before you continue, you will have to put your work under edit and copy all the information again. And right after you copy the information, you will have to go to another sheet, or to create another sheet and paste all the data that you had copied from the main file. After you had successfully pasted all the data, the next what you're going to do next, you're going to go to insert, find pivot, click that one, and you can see all the information are now selected, right? And then it will appear like this. So tap to add row field. So I choose students there, and to add data, I choose to put first one of the final grades that shows automatically the final grades of students. Or you can also change it to any information you would like to. Just like, for example, you are going to change final grades into this one, and that shows you the information automatically for project equivalent. You will have option there to remove the field you entered, or you can select one. And lastly, you will have to click export, and this will show you as the final information for your pivot. These are the information I selected before, or the numbers. Thank you so much for your time, and have a great day ahead.